Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Wasting no time taking a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they'll try to tack on two. Motion from the back. Johnson looking to throw. A little release to the back. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now facing a third and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Johnson wants to throw it. Steps away to find some room. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hawaii. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Hawaii, 7.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He's got great speed. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground with the back. Fights off the defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. Across the 45. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Johnson looking to throw. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2.
22, Hawaii, 7.
It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Extending the play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
To the air on second down. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you're just going to have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. This quarterback part of their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Kansas State quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
He's got it down the left. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think that into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Thanks to grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Creates a little space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Kansas State pushing the pace. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Buying some time. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Hawaii, 21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. He'll take the deep shot. Just way off target and missed it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate.
Going over the top. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've...
He tries to take the top off, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for two...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's a reverse. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Kansas State quick to the line. It's a reverse. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion, because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time.
He wants to go deep. Got it inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the option. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
There he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of success with the running back getting the ball, right? Running the pitch. The quarterback doesn't anticipate that. He keeps the football, makes a nice read. Nothing but green grass, makes the big play on the run.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Got room to work. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hawaii! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Edwards. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to...
Time to take a shot. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. Johnson wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Guys, that one was a ton of fun.